Hello, I'm Ann Leffel, host of Open for Business Monterey County. Today we're really going to talk about Open for Business because there's a lot of misinformation and there's a lot of just, I think, confusion on is Big Sur open? So we're going to try to put that little topic to bed today, and hopefully you'll share this and you'll tell everybody that Monterey County is open for business and Big Sur is really open for business. So, Alliah, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, you work for the Monterey County Visitors Convention Bureau, and I know that you're probably deluged with phone calls of where else can I stay now that it's closed, and the kind of nonsense that people perpetuate without reading the complete paragraph.
What we've seen is a lot of concerned citizens out there from across the country and actually internationally as well who've seen the activity on the slides and are concerned for the well-being of our destination and the residents who live in Big Sur. And then there's also those people who dream about traveling down the coastline and experiencing that wonderful destination that we're so lucky to have in our backyards. And they want to know, can they still see it? Can they still experience it? And we're here today to tell them, yes, you absolutely can.
Good. Well, I think it's so important. And as you know, I'm on the airport board. And Post Ranch, which you cannot drive to right now,
Correct,
has made a contract with Specialized Helicopters so that their guests can actually come in by helicopter.
Yes.
So that takes care of one property.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So that's one segment. But I think more importantly, the largest part of the Big Sur experience is still open to anybody that comes in from the north. And they can, was it 26 miles?
Yes.
They can still drive 26 miles down the coast, which honestly, that's enough of driving to experience the total Big Sur. And I think it's really important that people understand most of the hotels and the parks are open, and also the restaurants.
Yes. So from Monterey Carmel area, we're encouraging everybody to take that 26-mile drive down to Big Sur to experience that coastline. There's hiking available at Garrapata. There's Point Lobos on the way down. There's restaurants and hotels. You can stop by art galleries. You can have a beer at a tap house. It's really open and welcoming visitors, and we want to make sure that everyone knows that you can still participate in that iconic Big Sur experience. I would also say that the Big Sur Big Speed Bridge, which is on Big Little Lies, which has received a lot of coverage lately, is still available. We're just encouraging people to pull over safely, take that selfie, and make sure to include that in your vacation plan.
Good, I like that. Is there a plan to have more of maybe some shuttles and things to take some of the traffic off the road? Because obviously it's going to go down 26 miles and come back 26 miles. So,
yes.
Because is there a way? Is there more? I know Monterey Salinas Transit has a bus.
Yes.
That is running now, isn't it?
Yes. So Monterey Salinas Transit has a bus route down to Big Sur, and they've just started their summer schedule. So that's increasing the number of trips they're taking down there. But in addition to that, we're working with Supervisor Mary Adams' office and a group of residents and businesses to try and see if there's a way to get a shuttle service running in Big Sur. As some of us know, it's a very popular destination, and we're trying to preserve what the Big Sur experience is for years to come. So this is a great time for us to reset and to look at ways to be more sustainable with our visitors.
There are probably things we should have done already, but we didn't have to, right?
Well, it's as the growth of the tourism industry has been increasing over the years, what we're seeing is just the need for more education. Our reach has become global. We've got Visit California marketing, we've got Brand USA, and that's really expanded the exposure for international guests. And they may not understand what our cultural norms are. So we've actually launched a Sustainable Moments campaign, and that's our way to educate visitors on how to be the best guests in our destination. So where to pull out, where to park, where to find restrooms, what to do with their trash, where can you smoke, where can't you smoke, things like that that will make everybody's experience better.
No, I like that. So I guess necessity is the true mother of invention. So if we have a little bit of a crisis, it just makes us all dig a little deeper and think of better ways to do things, and that's important. And I know your the Visitor Convention Bureau had already really worked hard to try to come up with some new ways of doing things, but it's actually great you had some of these things in the pipeline and had already started to put them out to the public.
Absolutely. So we've been able to take the feedback we've received not only during the crisis, but before the crisis, and we've talked to resident groups, we've talked to city governments, county governments, business organizations, and really received their tips and ideas for how we can better educate our guests to be the best customers in our destination. So we were able to rely on those things that we had already put in place, and now our website is full of information. We've got videos, we've had those in the works, but they've kind of come to life over the last couple months.
Well, that's great. So we know we had some layoffs down in the Big Sur area. Have you all been involved with helping people find other employment?
So we've really worked with our business partners, and they've taken the lead. So the chambers of commerce, the local businesses are trying to hire those who have been laid off and been affected by the closures from Highway 1. From what we've heard, we had good news recently that most of those people who were looking to get rehired have been rehired by those businesses or found work in other places. So what we want to do is make sure that they continue to have a place to work and make a living. So we're encouraging everybody to patronize the businesses in Big Sur and help us keep everyone employed in that area.
Good. Well, obviously the summertime is it's a crazy month anywhere on the peninsula, but the Big Sur International Marathon appeared to have gone off without any hitches.
It did.
And so, I think that should be what people should look at, that no one was impacted really, not visibly or noticeably. If you came from Ohio to run that, you didn't really understand that there was a lot of stuff going on south of you. You still had that full experience from the marathon and from this community.
Absolutely. So we worked with the marathon leading up to the big event, and it was our understanding the race course never changed. We had some drop-off changes, but as you said, the experience was still wonderful for all of the guests and visitors and the runners who came for that event.
Good. That's good. I suspect, I don't know what your projections are, but I suspect that we're going to have a very full summer this year in Monterey County with tourism, because there has been so much international spotlight with the TV production and with just people that seem to have found this area. I think your group has done a great job in getting the word out. So now it's kind of like we as a community need to do a great job in accommodating the visitors that you've encouraged to come here.
Yes, absolutely, and thank you for that. We work very closely with our partners locally, with the business community, the hospitality community, the city governments, and then we also reach to our DMO partners, so San Francisco Travel, San Jose, Santa Cruz. We work with the Central Coast Tourism Council. We work with Visit California and Brand USA to spread the word that we're open for business, we're welcoming, and California itself has an international draw for visitors, and we're really enjoying that momentum that we're seeing, and we expect a great summer.
Good. I like that. So if you were to tell people, how many hotels are down in Big Sur? Do you know? I was trying to think when I was preparing this morning. I was thinking, are there about 10?
I think there's only a handful. So Tree Bones is open and accessible via Nacimiento Ferguson Road. Post Ranch is accessible through their Escape Through the Skies package. There are a few more that are waiting for some updates with roads, like Ventana. So we believe there's only a handful that are still closed at this point.
Okay, but the Big Sur River Inn and Fernwood and every place that's there in the 26-mile stretch is open and accepting visitors gladly.
Yes, they're open and welcoming to guests. And those businesses north of the Big Sur Ranger Station, that's the turnaround point. That's the 26 miles from the Monterey area down to Big Sur. That's open for business. So Fernwood, Glen Oaks, Big Sur River Inn, and several other campgrounds are available and accessible. We were really excited to see the Pfeiffer Big Sur campground open in the last couple weeks, and I think that was encouraging for the whole community because we know that people come to Big Sur to experience the outdoors and to hike and to camp and to really be one with this destination. So we're encouraged by that.
Well, I was, I don't know, I think it was last week, I was down along the coast and Point Lobos was just obviously alive and well.
Yes.
I mean, people were parked up and down the road on both sides. So, you know, obviously there's a lot more people that are looking for a healthy experience. They want to experience the outdoors. They want to experience the ocean. They want to experience some of the best that Monterey County has to offer. And that's definitely the Big Sur coast.
Absolutely. It's a cap in our a feather in our cap, rather. We know that visitors come here for the scenic beauty and that inspirational experience, and we really have that along the coast. Not only with the ocean, but we have that in our wharf in Cannery Row area with the aquarium. So people can come and experience so many things when they come to Monterey County and Big Sur, and they also get the bonus of seeing the Salinas Valley when they make the drive down.
Yeah, it's we're so fortunate. We have just a little of everything here to offer people. A funny story, when my daughter was home during college summer, she worked at a shop on Ocean Avenue, I think after her freshman year. And people came in early in the morning and said that they had asked several people and maybe she could help them. She said, I'll try. And their question was, what is the name of the lake that's down there? she said, I think that might be the Pacific Ocean. Yes. And they're like, oh. So it's always interesting to me that people come to an area, but they must not really look at much of a map before they get there.
That's a great point, actually. So what we see is that people are drawn to this area for different reasons, mostly because of the outdoors, but they don't see county lines, they don't see city lines, so they just meander throughout. They go where there are exciting things. So whether they're going to Marina to go surfing on the beach, or they're going to Salinas to see the Steinbeck Museum, or they're traveling to Big Sur to go camping, they don't understand where they are in Monterey County as a whole.
Well, I think that goes with locals too.
Sometimes it's hard to know whether you're in Pacific Grove or Monterey, but as long as you're shopping and spending money and enjoying your time, then that's great.
Well, and I think, you know, it's the same thing with the workforce. The workforce doesn't really care whose boundary it is. They just know they need work. And they know that they want to work in a place that feels good. And so
Absolutely.
We get a lot of people here. If you gave advice to people, is it better to should they come on your website and look in advance of what's open? Do they contact the individual properties that maybe they've stayed at in the past?
What we recommend is to visit our website, which is cmonterey.com, and on the homepage you'll see a Big Sur update link. So you can check in advance to see what the travel alerts are for that area in case there's any closures. But we also encourage visitors to call their final destinations just to ensure a smooth welcome experience.
Okay, perfect. And if you looked at how many people are going to drive down, is it still a big drive market?
Absolutely.
Okay. So most of those people that drive, if they want that full experience, they're going to drive the 26 miles. That is open down to the Big Sur, down to the village and past a little ways and be able to really experience it.
Absolutely. So most of our visitors do come from the Bay Area. And we're working with our partners in those regions to make sure they understand what is open and that Big Sur is welcoming them to come down for the holiday weekends, for the summer, and experience all that there is to do in Big Sur and Monterey.
So my favorite thing during the summer is to pick a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday and take a drive down and go down and experience just the beauty of the coastline and have a great meal, and then come back and not be there on a Saturday or Sunday when people, and you know, I'm fortunate maybe that I got older, but I don't have to go when everybody else goes on the weekends. So
that's a great tip for those who are looking for a little bit more of a unique experience, maybe a little bit quieter. We encourage you to come down on a weekday and have a meal like you said, or go on a hike at Point Lobos and just be in Big Sur, experience all that there is there. Now is a great time because visitors are starting to come, so we encourage everyone to get out there and see what's open and have a great afternoon.
That's great. So thank you so much for joining me, and we'll continue to get this word out that Big Sur and Monterey County are open for business.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So don't go away. We'll be back. But remember, Big Sur is open. You just need to go on seemonterey.org. seemonterey.com. SEE Monterey.com. And take a look at what's open, what the offerings are, and explore our area. It's way, 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 way too much fun. So I'm Ann Leffel, host, Monterey County Open for Business. We'll be right back.